And good morning. It is Thursday, July 19th, I think. Pretty sure, yeah. Yesterday was the 18th when I left Washington, D.C. The time zones didn't change enough to take me to a different day. But I did spend the night in a hotel, so it's the next day. Got it. July 19th, 2018. This is Guy's Daily Drive. And hello. I was actually going to do a third bumpy road. I was going to do a third Guy's Daily Drive yesterday, but it's not that I ran out of time because I had 11 to 12 hours in this car, so I certainly had enough time. Just trying to get as much of the ride done as I possibly could. Just made it so that I didn't think about it until much later. And I got a road closure here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we still got some Zoom cars going through construction. Way to go, Zoom cars. People are such idiots on the road. Anyway, I did somewhere between, I probably did over 600 miles yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was over 600 miles. Left at 10 to 5 and pulled into the hotel that I stayed at, which was a very nice hotel. Again, they don't sponsor me, so why would I mention them other than to say it was a nice hotel, and I would have given it my recommendation if you guys would sponsor something I do, but you don't, so too bad for you. Anyway, got into the hotel and so tired. I mean, driving long distance can be very, very stressful. And while I have certainly driven farther than I did yesterday, it just wasn't really a fun drive. And not that if I had taken the turnpikes that would have been any better. This was actually the very first time that I had taken the southerly route, as I was describing in a previous episode of Guy's Daily Drive, and it was certainly different. I went all the way through Ohio and most of the way through Indiana. Okay, lane closure ahead. Yay! And then once I got close to Indianapolis, traffic started to back up a little bit and slowed me down until I could get around the city. And I'm currently on, what am I on? I-65, which is going to take me close to Chicago, and then it's going to loop me around. And then once I get looped around, I'll be headed for Woodstock. But when I left the hotel this morning, I only had about 177 miles to go to get to where I'm going, for the final destination. And so, had a nice breakfast there. They actually had a pretty, here's the thing. A lot of hotels now advertise breakfast. That whatever the price is of the hotel, whatever the price is of the hotel, that it's still a good deal because they're including breakfast. Now, said breakfast may be nothing more than some warmed over coffee some watery juice of either apple or orange varieties that you may or may not be able to tell the difference of. And maybe some pastries, things like that. Occasionally they'll have like this little waffle maker where you pour out a predetermined amount of batter and you make a waffle. And a lot of places that's about as good as it gets. This hotel wasn't bad. They actually had some scrambled eggs that actually tasted like scrambled eggs, and that's not always a given. They had, sorry about that. They had some link sausages that weren't too bad. They had probably, and I didn't try everything, but they had like 2 or 3 varieties of cereals. They had some pastries of various types, hard-boiled eggs, yogurts. I mean, it was a pretty good spread because, and here's the thing, for me, I love breakfast. Breakfast is probably my most favorite meal of the day. And if I have my choice between places to go for breakfast, like maybe you'll come out of a hotel and you'll see a Waffle House, which isn't bad. It's usually, you don't see them so much in the north, but you see them all over the place in the south. They have a tendency to be a lot greasy. Maybe there'll be a Denny's or all the International House of Pancakes, all the different kinds of Americana restaurants that are open that early in the morning are going to have breakfast. And then my absolute favorite when they're around is Cracker Barrel. I love me some Cracker Barrel. They make a really, really good breakfast. And, and their other foods aren't bad either. But I really, really enjoy their breakfasts. They tend to be a little pricey. Not a big surprise there. So, it usually takes a lot, though, for me to skip an opportunity to go to a Cracker Barrel, especially when I know that there's not going to be many other ones around, as in a case where I'm going to the Chicago area. Cracker Barrel in Chicago, it just doesn't seem to really meet. Anyway, so when I went and looked at the hotel breakfast to see what they had, and I saw what they had, it was like, okay, you know what? This doesn't meet the high quality of Cracker Barrel, and certainly wasn't going to have grits at the hotel, though I'm sure they had them at Cracker Barrel. But it's right here. I can just go ahead and get something to eat and get on the road. And it's free. So, for once, I actually chose the free option. Now, I did do 2 of these yesterday, and I've done 1 of these today so far. I may do another one. But the Wi-Fi in the hotel last night wasn't bad, but it kept dropping out, which was weird. I did do kind of an abbreviated Mac to the Future last night, mostly just to see if I could from the laptop with Wi-Fi. And I used Boink's Software's Mimo Live, which again continues to impress me with what seems to be a relatively small footprint. It's not as small as, say, Ecamm's Ecamm Live, their live casting software. But at the same time, Ecamm Live doesn't do nearly as much of the same things that Mimo does. Mimo Live is more in the same kind of category as I can't think of the name of it now. Wirecast from same company that makes Camtasia. I can't think of what it is now off the top of my head, but Wirecast, which is also live casting software. So I did try it last night, and it did everything that I expected that it would. Even with the low bandwidth, it impressed me by when it saw that low bandwidth was coming, it kind of adjusted itself on the fly so that you could continue to live cast without an interruption. That's that's kind of impressive. So I was able to do one, and then after I got done with that, I set this program the program that I use for Guy's Daily Drive. I basically took the entire. Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm messing this up. When I went to look for the recorded file, it wasn't there because I had copied the configuration file from my iMac at home onto the laptop, thinking that I was going to use a similar type setup. And originally I was like, wow, that's really cool, because not only did it copy the layers and stacks and all the rest of that, it also copied the media files. So I didn't have to copy over all that stuff back over and point to it. It was already done. However, the folder that it was going to save the recorded files in didn't exist on my laptop. Mimo Live didn't know where to put it. So as far as I can tell, it didn't make it. And, that's my fault. I needed to check and make sure that the folder for recording was going to be there, and it wasn't. So I had to go on to Facebook and download my own video from Facebook, which means the quality isn't going to be all that great. But once I did that, I copied that into Movie Edit Pro, cut out some of the stuff that wasn't really that important from the beginning and the end, and then went to upload it to YouTube. And oh my God, it was taking forever. I just could not get a solid signal. The hotel Wi-Fi just kept dropping out. And then I fell asleep while I was waiting for it. So when I woke up this morning, it still hadn't done it. So that's how I spent, I finally got that going again. And I basically had to start from scratch, which kind of sucked. And I figured while I was waiting for that, I was going to edit the two Guy's Daily Drives that I did yesterday. When I discovered that I didn't copy over the opening theme, the opening little movie that I put in, and it was like, oh man, because it's only like a little 16-second clip, but it helps with the brand. That's how Guy's Daily Drive is branded. So when I get to the hotel, or when I find him, because I'm going to get there pretty early, I won't be able to check in yet. When I get to the hotel later today, yes, I will take the exit that I need to take. Yes, thank you. I'm going to download one of the Guy's Daily Drives, and then I'll have to extract the theme from that. And it's going to be a little bit cut off because I always do kind of a transition at the beginning and the end of it. So I'll need to find one that isn't as cut off as the other ones. And then I hope to get those two out, and then this one here, and if I do another one, maybe one more. And of course, get those all converted over to audio, and all the fun things that are going along with it. I'm starting to run into a lot of traffic, so I think I'm going to kind of wrap this up because I need to start paying a lot more attention to driving than I am doing Guy's Daily Drive. So if you'd like to get a hold of me, all you have to do is send me an email to guy@mymac.com, probably. Or you can find me on the Twitters. My name on the Twitters is Mac Pettit. We have a Skype telephone number. I still have no idea how I'm going to do it, but if you call me, you'll force me into figuring it out. And that's 703-436 703-436-9501. 703-436-9501. And, of course, there's a Patreon page and a Ko-fi coffee page. Both of those, if you go to either one of those sites, patreon.com, Ko-fi, ko-fi.com, you can find me under my own name, Guy Searle, or Mac Parrot, and help me pay for all these crazy things that I do. That would be greatly appreciated. So, hope to see some of you here this weekend in Woodstock, Illinois for MacStock 2018. That is going to be a blast and a half. And, blah, 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 all the details about that. You can still get tickets for it, and I think you can still use the $70 discount to reduce your price from $249 to $179, but that's for the entire weekend, nothing else added in. You can check that out, macstockconferenceandexpo.com, or if you just Google MacStock 2018, there will be lots of links that go to that. So, in case I was going to say something, I can't remember what it was. I might do another one today, I might not, it depends on what else is going on. But regardless, I will definitely be doing one or two tomorrow, probably one out when I pick up Bob Levitas, maybe one with everybody in the car, with he and Kelly, if I can get a microphone that I can trust to work. We'll see. But in the meantime, thank you all for downloading and watching Guy's Daily Drive, and I will see you next time.